Let's put the NBA's highest paid players into a tier list. Rise, welcome back.
Thank you.
How are you?
Good. Rested.
Cheech,
I'm virtual here, mate. I'm
Jeez.
still on the screen. I'm still here.
Cheech is here. He's virtual. He's got COVID. Cheech.
Lucky for work from home.
Work from home.
Work from home.
Yeah. So, Cheech, if we're talking loudly and we can't hear you trying to chime in, I'm sorry I didn't set up the earphones for us. I reckon that's going to happen. We're going to be talking.
Just
and we're going to figure he's there.
Just press the nudge button. You know MSN where you can nudge and it'll...
Microsoft Teams.
That lady that would knock on... Oh, the knock?
Yeah.
All right.
Alert us.
Anyway, boys, today we're getting into some serious stuff. We're kicking off with the NBA's highest paid players. We're putting them into a tier list. Now, there's some real big money in the NBA at the moment, boys. And our tier list, we've got 3 tiers. We've got on point, questionable, and laughable. So these are the 20 highest paid players in the NBA. I reckon we just put some of the easy ones straight.
The ones you know that...
So the highest paid player in the NBA is Stephen Curry.
Give it to him.
51.9.
Give him his money.
On point.
Give him his
money.
bread.
Kevin Durant.
Give it to him.
On point.
This guy's an assassin.
LeBron James.
Even though he's a troublemaker, it's still on point. So.
LeBron James should be on top on point.
Yeah, LeBron James on point. Now, Joel.
Give it to him.
Yeah.
He hit 70.
All right, we're giving it to him. Jokic, best player in the NBA.
Let him have it.
On point. Now, let's stop here.
Let's stop there.
Let's stop right here. Mr. Bradley Beal. Man, he has fleeced his way to what he wanted in the NBA. So with the last Wizards front office, he fleeced them into giving him, is that a Supermax?
He robbed them.
He robbed them.
Yeah.
Robbed them.
He's got to be on like some sort of Supermax with $46 million a year.
Yeah.
With a no trade clause in that contract. So he got to choose where he wanted to go, ended up at the Phoenix Suns.
Yep.
How bad is this, Cheech? How bad is Bradley Beal's contract? Is it actually laughable? I think it might be.
It is laughable.
Yeah.
And his current performance hasn't been showing it as well. So
yeah.
We'll need him to get a bit more back into rhythm, but still, I don't think it's on point at all.
Yeah, his injury. You're paying.
He hasn't played.
Yeah.
He hasn't played. Even at the Wizards, he wasn't playing.
Yeah, you're paying for an
Who is he?
injury-prone guy. Yeah, I know. So I can go laughable.
I can do it.
Yeah, let's go
It's
laughable.
acceptable,
Bradley
yeah.
Beal.
It's a bit I'd definitely rather pay some other players than Bradley Beal right now. Anyway,
46.7
that
million.
amount.
Now I'm pretty sure they're all fairly in order. I think they are in order of what what everyone's seeing. So Giannis Antetokounmpo is paid $1 million less than Bradley Beal. How crazy is that, bro?
That makes me laugh.
He did just extend though, so he'll be up there. Anyway, on point.
That's on point.
That's on point.
He's the
That's
guy.
on point, having a max. Same salary. His teammate. Rise, you got anything hot take here?
Damian Lillard.
Ooh. When you look at the guys in the on point tier, it makes it like, hold on.
Oh, the juggernauts.
Have you got anything? Cheech? Any hot takes here?
I've got something. Now in the situation where he's in the Bucks, it's now like somewhat questionable. He hasn't really shown up to the level that we all anticipated, at least offensively. The defense is always a questionability. So all these other guys, you see them, apart from Stephen Curry, he's a two-way guy. But look, for that playoff run that you're going to put and that clutch performance, we had him in our top 5 clutch players of this season. So I'm going to put him on point.
Yeah, it is on point. It is on point.
It's just hard to accept 2 players from the same team getting that big money. But
yeah, it is on point.
Damian Lillard.
All right, Dame. Kawhi Leonard.
Kyle Leonard.
On point.
That's on point.
Come on, that's on point.
Easy.
Yep.
Easy. Paul George? I think that's
it is.
Yeah, he's worth.
I think it's fair.
He's worth
I
like a
think it's
max.
fair.
Yeah.
He's worth a max.
Yeah, were you going to say something, Cheech?
No, I think it's fair. As I don't know, his contract's up this year. So,
Yes, and he hasn't extended yet.
Yeah, he hasn't extended. Look,
Coming to the Sixers.
that one, yeah, from here on out, I think I don't want max. Like, I want something like a 90%, 80%. Just because I'm like, what am I getting from you for the next 3 years?
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. But right this season, it's fine.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we've got to be real. Put him on point.
Put him on point.
Now, your boy, Jimmy Buckets, there's no question.
It's playoff Jimmy.
I mean, you're not really paying the money for the 82, but it's the 16 that you're paying the money with Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
And he gives you some of the best 16, if not the best 16 that anyone gives you. Mm-hmm. So I think this is on point.
Put him in there.
It's interesting we make it that far, hey, compared to your boy Embiid.
All right. all right. Now this one.
I'm laughing already.
We're hitting the brakes right here. Klay Thompson, he's up for contract at the end of the season.
Yep.
And, wow, have they got a big decision to make.
What's he even worth? He's not worth that.
No, he's not worth a max.
Of course, he's not worth the max at all.
And he's going to, he's very, like most of these guys are, he's very prideful in himself.
Yep.
He's going to be looking for a max, I'd assume. Like, I guess everyone is, but he's going to be thinking he deserves a max. And especially the loyalty, he'll be like, oh, I'm a legend here, blah, blah, blah. What would you do, Cheech? Are you offering Klay Thompson the loyalty max this offseason?
No, I ain't. We didn't do it with Dwayne Wade, so we're not doing it with Klay Thompson.
Yeah. What do you reckon the Warriors will do? Like, apart from, our decision, do you reckon the Warriors will give in?
Well, did the GM leave? What's his name?
Yeah, what's his name? He's on
Myers.
ESPN now. Yeah, Bob Myers. So he didn't want to... Genius time to leave. He didn't want to make this decision.
Breaking news just quickly. Did you hear what they said about breaking up Golden State? They said they're going to leave it up to Steph. So they're going to make him look like the bad guy, apparently.
Fuck.
They're like, it's Steph's choice if we break it up or not. And it's like, you can't make him the bad guy.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
Yeah, no, that's shit.
Because it's the other two that's the bad people.
Yeah, and recent former NBA player Mike Dunleavy is their new GM. So Myers, if it is Bob Myers, I think it is. Yeah, he left in the off season because he doesn't want to make this decision.
Yeah.
And I get it.
Look,
At that point, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. If I'm doing the trade this season anyway. That's what I'm doing.
Oh,
So
but what do you get? What are you getting for Klay?
I think he wouldn't get more than
They'd have
20 mil for 4 years, so
They'd
5 mil a year.
They'd have to. If you're trading Klay for because they're trying to win.
Yep.
If they're trying to get something for Klay now, which would be massive, like the loyalty thing, breaking up the band.
Yep.
I think you'd need to you need to attach something to Klay to get off him.
Yeah.
That's how low
nowadays
his
now,
value is right now.
I'll take Westbrook over Klay.
Well, I think I would as well. How fucked is
And
that?
Westbrook is on, I think, one of the lowest.
Yeah, he
You
is.
know?
I would.
look, we saw what Russell Westbrook was last year in that Klay situation. It was toxic.
Yeah.
Russell Westbrook is performing this year because he's on that lower pay. He's off the bench. It's a different situation. So that's why I'm like, would I take Klay still?
Bro.
Would I replace him 1-for-1 with Klay Thompson? I don't think I could.
Bro, if I'm saying I would take Westbrook over someone, you got to know.
I'm still shocked that you saying
Yeah,
that
bro.
right now.
Klay, man. So Klay's whole thing used to be like the best 3-and-D guy ever.
Yeah.
Really. His D's not there.
Yeah.
The 3's not there. What is? He doesn't do anything else. He's got nothing. I'm sorry.
Must
Klay.
be the best sprinter now.
And he doesn't even sprint that well.
No, he just rides his e-bike to the arena.
Yeah, or he
Or is it even a real bike?
he paddles on the bay and all that sort of stuff. For now, this contract is beyond laughable.
Oh,
Yeah.
this should be, yep. Put him in the bottom.
This is laughable, bro.
He's probably still laughing. You know?
Now talking about interesting contracts.
This is interesting.
$41 million this year for Rudy Gobert, who has gotten back to a good level. He's helping the Timberwolves with their run this year.
Yep.
He took it personally last year. Now he's playing better. Maybe not at his absolute peak. You'd argue was his peak even worth a max.
Mm-hmm.
Where is this rise?
Look. I think it's laughable.
No.
41 mil for Rudy Gobert.
Right. Yeah. All right. Sorry. You got it. Yeah. Go on.
41 mil for Rudy Gobert. Look, he's a long tree.
What else?
He's
is he?
replaceable. He's replaceable. I think he's replaceable with that type of value of money. Mate, you could spread and make a whole new team with that,
Yeah.
and probably have better options.
Cheech.
Y'all don't understand defense.
Ah,
we
This
go.
guy is coming up with. He's a double-double. Like, he's better than Draymond. If we want to put
Right
Draymond
now
up
he is,
there.
yeah.
Oh, definitely. And
Yeah.
he, like, you know,
Draymond shouldn't
I
be
don't know.
paid.
Draymond.
Is Draymond on this list? But anyway, so he's 13 points, 12 rebounds, 63% from the field. I'm taking him, man.
They're 1 foot buckets.
I'm putting him as questionable
Yep.
because he's not on that. You know, we're the old point. These guys sell shirts. Nobody's buying like that Rudy Gobert. But at the end of the day, defense is defense, man, and he's the best at it. So I sort of appreciate that high value of 41,000. But to be that max back in the day, I was like, oh, that's definitely scary. But it's cooled off. Yeah, so it's questionable.
So,
Nice. What do you-
laughable, questionable. You haven't heard from me.
Tell us.
It's
It's
laughable, bro.
questionable.
It's laughable.
Go
Fuck your
back.
fucking defense, bro. I know what you mean, and he impacts winning
Walker
at
Kessler already in there. Hurry up.
bro. Like exactly, bro. Like it's you know, 40 million for that. As you said, he's replaceable. He's on offense.
not
Yes, he's a
replaceable.
great pick and roll. The screen assists. He's
Rookie's
the
doing that. Derek Lively.
That's right. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? No joke.
No.
If you made me pick a team with the numbers and the max contracts, and it's like, where would you rather put a max contract towards? Like anyone
Wingard
else
guard.
other than Rudy?
Yeah.
And then bring in like Kessler or Derek Lively, right? Derek Lively.
Pay McDaniels more. So.
That's a good one. Yeah. I would not give the money
Even
to
JaVale McGee died out.
Yeah. I
Bring 'em in.
can see why they had to make these trades. They're a small market. You know, it's hard to kickstart these small markets. I get all these things, but especially when you pull it up like this, bro.
Mike Conley makes him relevant.
Yeah. he has to be quite a distance away from those top guys.
I compare him to, look, it might be an insult to Al Horford, but Al Horford was once upon a time getting max, no?
Yeah, I think he
But
was
Al Horford
definitely.
could stretch the floor.
Yeah, that's
So,
right.
you know, that's
That's
one
exactly
thing.
right.
That's why I say I put him like maybe like if it was ideal, I'll put him at 30 mil.
Yeah.
But yeah, Al Horford. Who's the guy off Bucks again?
Brook Lopez.
Brooke Lopez. Again, he was getting paid. He wasn't getting paid like that. He had more of like a
The Brooklyn
long,
Nets
nice contract.
all-time leading scorer. Don't forget. This is the thing. Like Gobert is, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
He's a lob threat. You know what I mean? Pick and roll. I get it. He's great on a
Yeah,
lot of
Dwight
ways,
Howard,
but
modern day Dwight Howard kind of thing.
nah. But Dwight, Brook Lopez, Al Horford. These
Offensive
guys just
threat.
got a lot more,
Punch.
more something about them. So that's 2 against 1. That's laughable.
It's laughable.
We're laughing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's laughable.
On to the
Now,
next one.
on to newly bagged Fred Van Vliet. 40 million to... This is an interesting one because I would hear an argument that Rudy Gobert's worth that money. So they're both about 40.
Yeah.
He's worth that money more than Fred is. I would hear that argument, but to kickstart your franchise in the new era, he is solid. I think I'm leaning questionable, a bit of a middle ground.
I'm thinking questionable. It's hard to pick laughable for a first season in there.
Yeah.
Rockets at the very bottom, so they're offering. You're Dylan Brooks. They're offering everyone money.
Yeah.
I think questionable.
He's getting the money because of the overpay of them and their situation and all that sort of stuff. Cheech, where are you at with Fred?
Look, if I'm the Rockets, looking at the move hindsight, it's on point. Looking at it from a Rockets perspective, I understand for this kind of thing that we're doing, it's questionable. Like you're like, hey, he's not an all-star kind of player that shine.
No.
But I'm very happy with what he's doing at Houston. He's steadying the ship, and that's what you need. When I look at everybody else, like all the point guards are taken, really, man. You have
Yeah.
to you have to be finding some draft picks, and they were like, look, we're kind of ready to have a bit of a glow up this season, so that's why I put him on point. But I'm happy for questionable.
It's fair.
All right, so
fair.
we all go questionable for Fred VanVleet, and now we move on to a face that I'm scared to talk about.
The man. You want to talk about defense? Throw offense in there.
Cheech,
Team camaraderie. Rings.
I'm scared. I'm scared to talk. You talk first. Where do you have Anthony Davis?
We just go on point and move on to the next one.
Oh,
Is that how we do it?
no, just hurry up.
Okay.
Just let's glaze over it so we don't hear about this Laker guy too much.
Let's just quick.
At the end of the day, the guy's been healthy this season, man.
How many games has he played
When he's
compared
healthy,
to
he's
Embiid,
played.
Jokic, Giannis? I think he's got the most games out of all those
Probably
big cats.
does. Yeah, he hasn't really
Juggernauts.
missed. He hasn't missed anything.
He's got a ring as well with the Lakers with that 40.6 year brought him a ring. He's a defensive anchor.
Yep.
He's a threat.
Cheech, I know this season, I can't talk to you about this, Rise, but this season I know he's been uninjured, but we are talking here about a contract. Is this contract worth $40 million a year?
Yes.
It is?
Yes. Look, if I said listen last year, like when he's injured, it's like, bro. But he's like I can't remember when he was last injured, like proper.
Hey.
Didn't he miss
So,
the
like,
Miami
you
game
know-
though? He missed the Miami game. That's like the one game I can think
Missed
that he
two
missed.
games. He fell like a piece of glass on the weekend against Golden State, but he just
Yeah, no.
some glued him back
So,
together and it was fine.
Look, he was there for the playoffs last season.
Yeah, it's
So that's what
relevant.
matters. The contract itself, at the time, I was definitely like, bro, if it's not worth, it's not worth. But now I've seen it. I thought he was going to stay injured for like the rest of his career,
Wow.
like a Ben Simmons situation. But no, he's fine. It is what it is.
All right. Yeah, all right.
Put him in
I'll
there.
grant your wish.
Get him in
On
there.
point.
He's a ring up.
Luka Doncic, 40 million.
Give him 80.
Yeah, this guy. Give him 73.
Give him 70.
And we'll talk about that soon, actually. Stay tuned for that.
God.
On point, 100%. It feels weird. Feels weird. Yeah, I don't know. Something about this Luka, 40 million. I know he's just gotten. Yeah, he should be on
He
like
should be
$1
getting
million.
paid on the table or something.
Yeah, he should be getting paid $1 million. Now we're back to some fun ones. Zach LaVine.
Is there a tier under laughable?
And it's only going up from here. He's going to eventually, one of his years in his contracts, he's got like 4 years
Who's
left.
taking that on?
50 million eventually.
No one's taking him on. You can take him on.
I don't know.
That would take a chance on
But
him.
if you're taking him on, I hate this talk. I hate the way you're saying that because it might end up being us. If you're taking him on, you're committing to him.
Yeah.
That's
Like
real
egg
scary.
all going in the basket.
40 million a year, or this year for Zach LaVine. And you want to talk like you talk this year terms for Anthony Davis. If we're talking this year, this contract's worth $5.
Yeah.
But overall, 40 million for Zach LaVine, I think it can't be anywhere but laughable. I don't know, like I think laughable. Yeah?
Like the only reason when I think like Cheech has said about Fred VanVleet for a Chicago perspective, it's like I don't have anyone better, unfortunately,
Yeah.
to give that money to. So it makes sense that he's getting
And when
it.
he's playing consistently,
Yep.
and when he's playing well, I'm not going to use the word consistently because he barely ever plays
Does
well
that, yep.
consistently. But like when he's in his version of a groove, I don't know. He is a very good, decent player.
Mm-hmm.
Cheech, where are you feeling?
Look, I like Fred VanVleet more than Zach LaVine. So like if there was a tier there, that's why it's laughable. 'Cause, Fred VanVleet is a team player at least, bare minimum. Like, you see how everybody's galvanized. If he was on the Rockets, if LaVine was on the Rockets, it would be still a shit show.
Yeah.
So
would be.
Yeah, you know what? I back that.
it's
Yeah.
laughable, unfortunately.
All right. Yeah, laughable.
It just seems like way too much money for, and he also hasn't. Just the years he's been at Chicago, we just haven't
Yeah.
really seen too much production.
Well,
You You're seeing the trend here that we have. The questionable guys really have a role in their team. They're not like that all-star shine that we're kind of saying, like, you know. And the on-point guys are obviously the superstars. So
Yeah.
I'm liking the list that we have here at the moment.
So Levine into laughable, and just quickly on Levine,
Yep.
the trade deadline's in about 7 days.
It's very. Oh,
So-
we're gonna see shit happen.
Yeah, this next week or so, get ready for that NBA
Load
trade
bombs.
deadline.
God.
Like, give us a quick swing. Like, now that you're looking at that number and you
Yep.
think about who he is as a player, I'll ask you both, Ryan, is Zach LaVine going to be Is he going to be traded by this deadline, or are they not going to find a deal they want? Is no one even going to want him?
Unless it's someone like the Brooklyn Nets or. I don't think so. I don't think any team wants to take him on.
Yeah.
I think there's other players where they could snatch and grab, probably for a better deal, and probably going to get a bit more out of. Unless there's a contender that has something to throw back at and not lose in that deal.
Yeah.
I don't see it happening.
Cheech, is Zach LaVine going to be moved by the trade deadline?
I don't know, man. You have to remember with the new CBA, basically, as soon as you have this guy, you'll have to trade him 1-for-1 for another player. This whole you'll trade one superstar for like 5,000 draft picks is no longer viable. So teams will have that in their back of the mind. So I don't think they'll be able to trade him off. They'd like to, but I don't think they'll be able to.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Maybe someone like the Spurs, David Vassell. I don't know. That's odd.
I feel like I'm
they're
getting
taking chances.
I'm getting the gut feeling he's not going to get moved.
Or maybe for Giddy.
Yeah.
You've been saying Giddy could move him.
Imagine him being the fourth best player on that team. That's like not bad.
Almost, yeah. And he almost.
But then
would
again,
be.
it's not the same vibes.
No.
They're so well run, the Thunder.
Young, they've done well with the
Yeah.
young core. It's like just don't add any
That's
older
it.
vets.
All right, interesting one here. Trey Young, whose numbers are pretty massive this year. He's on 40 million for this year. His team is not playing well in terms of the wins and loss column.
Yeah.
His career's been a bit like everything I just said. His career's been weird so far. And I think we all want to see him in a new situation.
Yeah.
Yep.
But is he worth this 40 million? Does he still do enough to be worth the 40 million, Rice?
I think so. I think he can change the game or the layout of the game and how it gets played, and I think that's a point guard thing anyways, but he can average 25 plus points a game and 6 to 9 assists, which I think makes him eligible because not a lot of people can do that, and control the game at the same time. It's just unfortunate this season. The win-loss column's a bit for Atlanta. It's not very good. I think it's just on point. Like, it's somewhat questionable, but on the Atlanta side of things, I think I don't know who else you're going to find better to give that money to.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's available anyways.
Cheech?
You go for it, Nathan. I don't want to.
I think I have to go like questionable. I know what
Yeah.
you're saying.
No,
I
I'd
know
say
what
the
you're
same
saying. I
almost.
think I have to go questionable, and it's weird putting him next to Fred VanVleet. As much as I don't love Trae Young, I think he is. I think he is quite a bit better than Fred VanVleet. But I don't think this money's on point at the same time. I understand, as you said, some teams have to give these players a max. That's what we're seeing with these lower guys. They have to give these players a max. And he would probably command a max nearly anywhere he is, but there would be a lot of smart teams who would regret giving him a max, basically, or the best
wouldn't
teams.
take him. Yeah.
I think it's questionable salary for Trae Young. What about you, Cheech?
For the fact we're asking all these questions, we want to see him in a new situation. If he'll be on a better team, he might not be getting max. That's kind of tells you the answer. He's a questionable kind of guy.
Yeah, I'll support that.
Yeah, it is. It is
Support that.
probably the most solid questionable, I'd say. Now, Tobias Harris's 87-year max contract that we gave him.
Robbed Philly.
Fuck.
Still robbing Philly.
It's finally in its last year. My God, it feels so long. Do you remember? I remember where I was when we traded for him, and I was really excited. And then after we traded for him, we gave him the max.
Clippers, yeah.
And now looking back on it, but even then,
Is that the Drew Holiday? Was that that?
no,
was that
not
just
that early. We traded
for
Landry
Clippers?
Shamet,
Yeah, okay.
and I can't remember what else, but a bunch of picks. We gave him some good picks.
Yeah.
For Tobias, and then because we wanted to keep him, we gave him a max Fuck. His dad's his agent. Great agent. Great agent.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what I mean? And I actually wouldn't be too crazy surprised if he, in a sort of Fred Van Vliet type situation / Dylan Brooks type situation, finds himself on another near max next season on like a Hornets or
That would
some
be crazy.
shit.
If he could do something like that, his dad's a goat.
His dad's the
His
goat.
dad's the goat.
Now,
I can.
go, Cheech.
No, I can totally see that situation happening. But the thing is, does he want to break up the friendship with Embiid? That's the only reason.
Yeah, I don't know. Money talks. I don't know. Yeah, that's right. Is he gonna want? He's gonna get bigger offers than we'll give him if we even give him. Give him an offer.
It's like,
That's the thing. Are we gonna even offer?
just have a replacement SF like power forward. That's the thing. Not you got Kelly, but
Yeah.
is he?
Not. We don't have a replacement, and he might, if he's willing to take nice money, as in good enough money, it'd be nice to keep him in a way for a lot less money.
Yeah, because he knows the system.
Yes, but also I think I got to get the feeling there's so many people in Philly that are sick of him.
Yeah,
As in, he's solid,
yeah.
but he's just not.
He's just over
He's
there.
just something about him. He's not like aggressive,
Yeah.
and he's not like crazy. I don't know if athletic is the right word. You know what I mean?
He's not just perfect at one thing. Like you got your
Yeah.
3-point knockdown shooters. It's like, that's their job. I feel like I haven't watched enough of him this season, but I feel like you don't know how he's going to score or if he's going to give you 15 or 9.
Yeah, and he's just not very dynamic. You know,
yep.
you know when you walk into as an opponent, you know what you're about to get from Tobias Harris.
Yep.
You know his shots he's going to give you, and he's unstoppable in a few of his spots. But he's also, I don't know, he's just not a. I don't know. He's not a dog.
In between that, yeah.
And I think Philly's all a bit sick of it. This is laughable.
Laugh at him. Let's laugh at him.
Cheech, laughable.
Laugh at him.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's
You look
laughing
at that
too.
number, bro. You look at that number. He's getting $800,000 less than Luka Doncic this year.
That's crazy.
He's laughing himself. He'd be laughing.
Taking up 30% of that salary cap.
Yeah.
Same 30%.
That's it. And that's the other thing about like taking up our salary cap. All right. Now, in the same realm of everything we've just talked about
Nathan just answered.
is
the
Mr.
answer.
Ben Simmons, who came back today.
He came back today.
He was 5 from 5 from the field. He had 11 assists.
5 from 5. Where was
Yeah.
he shooting from?
Yeah,
Under the
I
basket
don't
or?
know.
No.
Either 11 assists. Anyway, nearly had a triple
He had a
double.
breakaway dunk.
Oh, there you go. Had a breakaway dunk. He's back.
He's back.
And he's still on 37.8 million this year. Man,
Let's laugh at him.
Can I tell you something?
go tell us.
The Nets look better.
Oh,
When he's playing well, bro, he's a good player.
who'd they play again today? Who'd they play?
The Jazz.
Okay.
The play-ins
know
Jazz.
When like he just they play a little bit slow with Dinwiddie as the kind of ball guy. Like Ben Simmons is just naturally fast. And so he's just pushing the ball up the court and just gets they're a young team. So let's move the ball a bit. Let's speed it up. And they look better. I'm not saying anything.
Defenders on the heels. He gets them.
It's just fast and it looked nice. But not for a long term kind of thing. And obviously this 37 something else, bro.
Yeah.
I want to
If
say about.
Stormzy is saying if what's her name is preferring Stormzy, it's saying something else.
He's ex-misses.
Yeah.
What were you going to say?
I'd have to really rate Ben Simmons because we haven't seen him. That's why I'm laughing as well.
Yeah.
We haven't seen him in bloody who knows how long. So this one game could just be one of those games where everyone's like, shit, Ben Simmons is back and he's just got that glow. But let's see 10 clutch games to see what he does. And, in the clutch moments. Is he on the bench? Is he on the court deferring? Is he staying aggressive? Need a bit of a bigger sample size of that.
So, no, I'm sure I talk for everyone when I say there's no question at all. There's no question that it's laughable.
Question, yep.
This is laughable. All right, so let us know in the comments your picks and if you had any problems with these picks. Boys, let's move. We got to smash it out. Let's move on to the next one straight away.
Give it to us.
All right, okay. So next thing we're doing, since the firing of Adrian Griffin
Yep.
and the hiring of this guy, Doc Rivers. I don't know how he keeps getting a
Wait, did
job.
I thought he turned it down.
No, bro.
No, because
No,
I
he
was.
started today.
He started today. He was on the bench in Denver today.
Who was it?
Doc Rivers is the Bucks coach. And
fuck out.
and I forgot, and I was tuned in, and then they showed Doc, and I cacked myself laughing in the
He went from
car.
reporting the Lakers games last week to now.
Crazy.
I thought he came on and said, "No, I don't want that pressure or anything." And fuck, he's
No,
okay.
he was just being modest. In
Okay.
I think he actually accepted the job by then when he was saying that. He
Hey, this
actually
is
accepted
good.
it. He's just been modest. Yeah.
They're gonna choke.
They're gonna choke.
They're gonna choke. You must be liking
They're gonna
this.
choke. I just hope they beat the Celtics before they choke against like us or Miami. I don't know. Anyway, so we're doing Plan B coaches tier list. All right. Let's put these Plan B coaches into a tier list. Rise. We got him. We got the man.
We got him.
We got Doc Rivers. So we got 3 tiers. We got deserves his chance, questionable, shouldn't have a job. Should I overreact or not? I feel like he shouldn't have a job.
Oh,
but
what?
like,
Nah.
The Doc.
he doesn't
Nah.
deserve his chance. Let's just confirm that. These are all Plan
It's-
B coaches. There's nothing really nice to say about them. He doesn't deserve his chance. All right, chime in, Cheech. Help me out.
If I had to pick against all those coaches, I'm picking Doc Rivers, low key.
Oh.
Just because I know that I'll make a deep run into the playoffs. Right? David Ham, I don't know what he could do without LeBron. I don't want to start picking off all these coaches going ahead, but just out of all these coaches that we have in front of us, that's why I'll put him as questionable, but I want to put him higher because he's actually above all these coaches.
Like,
Like, put it like
Wait,
that. Put it
what's
like
the
that.
tier
Kind
list
of-
for again? Is this top?
no, this is what it is.
Okay.
We called them Plan B coaches because they
yep,
sort
yep.
of are.
Yep.
They're like, you know what I mean? Oh, I couldn't get Spolstra, let's
Yeah,
call it,
yeah,
or whatever,
yeah.
or you know what I mean? So I got this guy. In a way, or they all fit into that level. Let's call it that level. But use the tiers as actually the way you describe it. Doc Rivers does not deserve his chance, bro. He's had his chance.
He's had his chance.
He's had his chance.
He's had his chance. It's
Maybe
questionable.
he could have a job somewhere like an up-and-coming team. He's great with up-and-coming teams.
Yeah.
Great.
But I can give you questionable.
I
at
think
best.
questionable. I'd leave it as questionable.
Yeah.
Questionable.
Shouldn't have a job is it can be a bit harsh. Like they called him for, they still called him Plan B or Z. They called him.
All right. I've chucked it in questionable.
Let me answer this. Next.
Rise, you start us off. I know you're LB, Laker Brain, pattern pending, but I just want to start us off. Yeah, you tell us. Darvin Ham.
Deserves his chance.
Does he deserve his
He
chance?
deserves his chance. Let me give you a reason. Everyone,
Wow.
look at that face out there. Let me give you a reason why. This guy comes into the Lakers, into these bright lights. When was it at the? It wasn't. Was it even at the start of last season?
I think it was, yeah.
All right, at the very start of last season, comes into LeBron James's team, the LA Lakers, the bright lights. So the media's times 10 when you're at the Lakers. He's probably copying so much stuff. And last year, he takes the team straight to the Western Conference Finals on his first year. I think any coach that can do that, especially coaching under LeBron James, definitely deserves his chance. I think he's copping a bit too much hate this year, just because everyone's so harsh and it's a bit blown up. But if he was a coach for the Brooklyn Nets or something like that, no one would even realize what he's doing, whether it's good or bad. Things
Yeah.
are just a bit more magnified over here in the LA town of the Lakers. Give him his chance. Give him his chance.
What do you got, Cheech? I see you smiling over there. What do you got?
No, Ryan put it perfectly. He put it perfectly. So I think it's questionable. But happy for Diverse's chance. But it's not he shouldn't have a job, but it's definitely questionable. Like finding out the rotation for this extended period of this season. Like this season in a vacuum, I'll be like, bro, if he shouldn't have a job. But he's got a resume now. It's just that working with LeBron, there's no room for error. So that's why I put him as questionable, bro.
That's fair. I think that.
I got a tough decision to make here. I'm not sure where I land. You did give a good speech. In terms of your success last season, there's LeBron and AD
Yep.
and Pelinka. Is that his name?
Rob Pelinka.
Rob Pelinka. To thank.
And
And Darvin M.
And Darvin M, because he had to deal with a new team in the last quarter of the season and try work out who is going to play fairly.
Yeah. And this season, I will give you guys credit. While I still don't, I'm not as confident as you are about the Lakers. That you have started with a lot of injuries, to start off. I think he's convinced me. I think he's put the spell on me, Cheech. I think I'm going deserves his chance. Because because
the hands in pocket deserves his chance. Get LeBron James to call his own timeouts to deserve his chance. To be like, I'm on minutes restrictions. All right.
Well, okay,
whole
but
rotation situation.
Back him knife. At
the end of the day, like, D'Lo just started playing well, and then that's when they started winning. So when will the players start taking responsibility? That's why D'Lo's trash, needs to go. And we'll move on to the next one. Lakers got to take fires whichever way. Whether it's Coach or whether it's LeBron. But at the end of the day, just remember, Dylan Brooks got you, boy.
He's back alive from COVID now. Here we go. All right, but I'm swung. You've got me.
I like that.
I don't know if it's just because he's in person. I don't know what it is, but I'm swung. I'm scared of him.
Got him.
I'm going deserves his chance.
Got him.
And here's the thing. It's his second year in head coach.
God damn. Second year. Dealing with LeBron.
In his first year, I know he had LeBron in that team and AD, but in his first year, yes, man, he went to the conference finals. The Sixers have never been to the conference finals.
Give that Tom and Emma a break.
Oh, shit. All right.
Bloody pimple, whatever that is going to turn into another head. Give him a break.
Fast and Furious. If I was as rich as you, I'd get that damn mole removed up my damn nose. All right.
Give this guy a break.
Now, moving on, we've got Steve Clifford.
Yeah.
Was the head coach of the Bobcats, Hornets, then went to the Magic, and has come back to bring more misery to the Hornets. Why would you hire
I don't know.
Steve Clifford to coach LaMelo Ball?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
At the end of the day, Steve Clifford, his whole thing was just trying to do the fundamentals.
Yeah.
In terms of, he's not going to be that glow up coach, like, that. But just get your team across the line, kind of thing, just during this rebuilding stage. But even then, I would say he hasn't even done that well.
Yeah.
The team's a mess and discombobulated. And his thing is all based on old time philosophy of basketball. So for me, he shouldn't have a job.
I understand. Yeah, I understand the type of, like, a lot of these guys, but especially Clifford. I understand what he is. He's just like the guy you call up. He's the plan, but you know what I mean? Unfortunately, the Hornets keep putting themselves in that container of where those guys who rely on a Steve Clifford. But, you see the Degnolts, you see the Will Hardy, is it for the Jazz?
Yep.
Give an up and coming.
Barega, they had him, and I kind of liked him. I don't know.
Give an up and coming coach a go. I just wouldn't be going back to Steve Clifford. What did he do with the Hornets? Or the Bobcats? What did he do with the Magic? Nothing. Always nothing.
No excitement. No one wants to throw water.
I reckon having, as you said, Cheech, having him in a job, I think is outdated, and I think he shouldn't have a job.
Yeah.
In the as a head coach. Cheech, you got it. What were you going to say? Sorry.
No. Well, you put it perfectly. Summed it up.
Yeah, guys like Alvin Gentry as well. He fits into that. It's like, yeah, let's try something else. You know what I mean? All right, so shouldn't have a job.
Shouldn't have a job.
He's bringing down LaMelo.
Rid him off.
Now, Jason Kidd's a tricky one. So, from my knowledge, he coached the Nets, the Bucks, and the Mavs. I don't know if he's coached anyone else that I can't think of, but he's always been like, it feels promising, but then it goes nowhere.
I think he's only got a job because of Luka.
Yeah, like Luka, likes
Luka's the one. No, he's the one. He's the winning
you mean
game.
He's still got a job.
Yeah, because of Luka, like what he's producing.
Yeah.
like I don't know. I feel like if he's coaching the Rockets or something like that, he wouldn't make him any better.
No, I don't think he would at all.
You know,
and that's right.
This is the trump card for Jason Kidd, right? He's on the Bucks, 27, 2018, 19th in defense, 7th in the East. As soon as they switch over, 2018, 2019, they're first in defense, first in the East. And that wasn't for me. Like the rotation, the roster change wasn't that significant. I'm happy to be clarified on that, but he did nothing.
Oh yeah, he was.
The best memory I have of Jason Kidd as a coach. Tell me if you know what I'm talking about. yeah, Cheech.
What was it when he throws? Did you throw?
Have you know what he's doing? You know, I gotta make sure when in the editing I put the video.
Yeah, the GIF.
Do you know? No. But do you know what he's talking about? I don't know who it was, but when he was a coach of the Nets, he had no timeouts left, and then he told his player was walking towards him, and he was holding a drink like this. And he's like, knock me. So he could spill the drink on the floor. They have to clean it up. He can give him draw up a play. You haven't seen this clip? Yeah. Yep. And then he's like, he says, bump me or knock me. He says, bump me. And then the player walks past, bumps him. And then he goes, and then he drops his drink all over the court. They have to clean it up. And he gets the huddle with the boys and draws up a play. And then they lose.
Get him back to the assistant coach.
Get
him back
to
an assistant.
Too.
And they got fined. They lose and they got fined. So he's one of these. It feels like he keeps like sort of fleecing the NBA. This guy is one of these sort of coaches.
Luka saved him. That's all.
Yeah, but yeah, the thing is, that's right. The whole Luka thing and Brunson. I'm pretty sure Kidd was on board when they went to the conference finals a couple of years ago when they smacked the Suns.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure Kidd was at the helm, but it was Luka and Brunson. You know what I mean? What do we do?
At the end of the day, if Brunson might have not left, if Kidd said, no, we have to pay Brunson, you know what I mean? Like, the Mavs are a terrible organization. So I know it's Luka saving his career, but it's also the Mavs because they're just incompetent.
So are we going as far as shouldn't have a job? Well,
yes.
what? Yeah? I can do that.
Yeah, I can do that.
I mean, Luka is a big facade to have.
Yeah.
It really is. Yeah. Here we go.
Luka got angry. Was it today?
Oh, was it?
When Kidd didn't call the timeout.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, they were getting triple teamed. One guy was getting triple teamed today, and Luka's like, Jason Kidd was right there. You could have called timeout. Like, just allowed.
I knew after the 70-point game, after 70 whatever point game, he's just like, Luka is the system. He may as well be the coach. So him saying that was pretty clear that I don't really need to run plays. I just put Luka in the court and just watch it happen. Watch where the lose or win, and he does something miraculous, and we win, and that's how we're going to play.
It's a shame because if Luka was on the Celtics, it's a shame. If Luka was on the Celtics would have like 3-4
You'd never beat him
now.
Yeah.
Like, it's just it makes me depressed, man.
Yeah, I think I think everyone we talked about this sort of with the Mavs last week or the week before. We're all feeling a bit better about the Mavs this year because finally they drafted like Lively. You know, they picked a diamond in the rough with Dante Exum.
Yep.
Josh Green is
producing.
Good. But it's still not a good enough team for Luka. You know what I mean? So anyway, we got to move on. So let's get to Portland's Chauncey Billups. Now, this is his first head coaching job.
Yep.
But I don't really think that what I've seen so far is, I know that they haven't had a good team, but I don't think he should be a head coach. That's what I'm seeing so far. I'm not seeing anything that I'm excited about.
Yeah, I don't have too much on it.
Cheech?
Yeah, I'm putting him as questionable / shouldn't have a job. I'm happy to go with whichever way. He hasn't shown any kind of defensive schemes or player development like that.
I think he got hired because Dame wanted him. It was one of those, and similar to a little bit like the Jason Kidd thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe we give him the benefit of the doubt of questionable.
Benefit of doubt because he's still relatively young.
Yeah.
Like in the coaching kind of thing, but yeah.
They've had a lot of injuries. Like Anthony Simons wasn't here at the start of the year. Jeremy Grant came injured a bit. Scoot. Their team's just a bit of a mess.
Yeah. All right, let's go questionable. And finally, Billy Donovan.
Billy.
the Chicago Bulls head coach. I think this is questionable as well. I don't think he's that bad that he shouldn't have a job, but I think it's questionable. You're shaking your head, Cheech.
Get him out.
Billy Donovan, the same one in OKC that managed that whole cluster of a situation. Couldn't contain Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant. Now in Chicago Bulls, can't contain Zach LaVine. They actually have a decent, like, for me, they have a decent, like, the players there are decent. Like, I understand, but I feel like a good coach can figure it out. They shouldn't be this bad at all. He's an ISO-heavy guy. The defensive scheme is lacking. He's just relying on Alex Caruso. It's just not on. It's not on. He's had his chance twice for a while now.
Yeah, no, I can do that.
Ideal, yeah. Chuck him out.
I can see him in the same light as like a Clifford. I really can. All right, so that's our tier list of Plan B. How have I let you put Darvin Ham? How have I let you put that spell on me? Of Plan B coaches. Someone had to go up there. I can't believe Doc Rivers is back in the NBA. He inspired this
I can't believe that.
segment. Let's move on. We've got to move on.
Let's move on.
It's crazy. When I saw him in the Bucks, I was like, you're
he
crazy.
can't even believe it.
He's
probably just doing it 'cause
He's
he got
like,
a
why
call.
do they
And he
keep
gets
calling me?
paid.
He's like, I'll give it a go. If I choke in the playoffs, they'll just release me and I'll be back behind
I wonder what
commentating games.
I wonder what contract. Do you know his contract, Cheech?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Oh, and I bet it's good because Giannis wanted him. Oh my god. Anyway, all right, now let's do the next thing. I don't know if you guys saw, but there was a couple of 70-point games in the last week of the NBA.
It's a new 50.
It was unreal. Let's rank these 70-point performances. All right, Rise, Cheech.
Yep.
At number 5, we got to come to an agreed here. This is collabed. My number 5, and I think it's pretty damn simple, is Devin Booker's 70 points.
I had that as well.
No, it's
Really?
not. Devin Booker was age 20
Yes, that's the
in
only...
the Celtics.
And he lost.
In the
Yes.
Celtics' home ground.
No, you got nothing.
And they had a comeback, bro. They had a comeback. There were 10 points in it, and they had their team for the whole game. They had Al Horford when he was good. This is 7 years ago now. Al Horford when he was good. Jaylen Brown, smart, and he was able to score 70 on their heads in Celtics home ground, and he was able to get the Celtics crowd to cheer for him, bro. 20 points, 20-year-old, bro. For me, it's not last.
bad
It's
case.
not last.
The 20-year-old thing is the only big positive for me in this whole thing. I know he had to whatever, but I saw that game towards the. I remember watching it towards the end. They were giving it to him, bro. They were
But he
they were
lost.
just letting
They lost.
and this is the only loss. So if you need to know, we're doing Devin Booker's 70, Luka Doncic's 73, Embiid's 70, Dame's 71, and Donovan Mitchell's 71. All these recent 70-point games. This is the only loss, Cheech. This is the only loss. He played 44 minutes. He went 21 of 40 from the field, and he scored 24 free throws, bro. And when you and 10-point loss. When you hear the rest of these that I'm going to read out, he's the only one that lost. That's an automatic.
That was my...
We got to move quick.
I don't know at the
So
bottom
I'm
there.
putting Devin Booker at 5 because me and Rise agreed at number 5. Number 4.
Number 4.
I'll read mine out. Oh, you tell me yours.
Dame versus the Rockets. My little just quickly on overrunning. My little quick thing was the Rockets were nothing last year. They probably couldn't guard a park car last year. They were towards the bottom. They were the bottom of the league. Probably with Portland weren't any better to an extent. Actually, they were a bit better, but they were better than the Rockets. The Rockets weren't good at all last year. They had no that sticks. And
I will say that, just quickly, most of these, you'll see, performances are against shit teams, other than the Celtics.
well, yeah, but my first one is probably the hardest.
Cheech, who have you got at like 4? I know you were supposed to have...
Embiid. I have Embiid as 4 now. It makes sense because when you look at the Dame performance, that was 70 points in under 40 minutes. That was the first time ever and the only time ever.
Yeah, and he played 39 minutes. Embiid had played 36.
Oh, was it?
Um,
You're right.
Embiid
Okay,
played-
no. Okay, no, you're okay. No, you're okay. Okay. Sorry.
okay, let me reveal who I've got at number 4. Make my case. Mitchell.
No.
Really?
No.
Yep.
No.
Bro,
no,
Mitchell's
no,
was-
No.
Bro,
Did you watch Mitchell's game?
Bro.
That went to OT?
yes, and that's
And he won?
we got to be picky
Two
here.
OT?
We
No,
gotta be
it's
picky.
not picky. It's not picky anything, bruv. It's not picky.
It is
Donovan
picky.
Mitchell came back from 20 points down.
Yeah.
20
Okay,
points
That's
down.
what I saw. I was saying that.
and to get
18
his
in
70
the fourth quarter. Another 10 plus in the OT.
That's right. So you're telling me he had so you got 71 quick maths.
60.
How much did he have at
61,
3/4
59.
time? Is that 43 he had at 3/4 time?
It doesn't
What
matter. It's the result
the
at the end
18
of
is
the day.
great, but he played 49 minutes. These guys, okay, I'll just say Embiid played 36, Dame played 39, Luka played 44. Mitchell played 49 minutes.
What year did he get that but?
Do you know how many points that like Luka and Embiid could have got if they played 49 minutes?
But
No. But
The
they
team-
needed Mitchell's performance. They needed it. They
I know, but
needed it.
Embiid and Luka were also needed.
No, they weren't.
I
It was
think-
more of a 10-point game. Hey, let me just.
Okay.
It was literally. Mitchell's was like, hey, we're getting double teamed. Embiid was like, this is like playing with third stringers. It was
Yeah.
just casual. The intensity wasn't there.
The intensity wasn't there. I just think the 49 minutes is a bit of a cheat here. But if you guys
I
want him
think
higher,
the defense with that he probably had to go up against.
Yes, of
compared
course,
to
yeah.
Embiid.
yep.
That's the reason why, and because he came back from 20 points and went into OT and won the game.
Yeah.
If he didn't win the game, I'd have him lower.
Yep.
But
All right.
because he snatched the win and took him to OT from 20 points down, that just creeps him on top for me.
All right.
So
So
our list
put-
is go for it.
that means we'll put Embiid in number 4 because that's where you guys both want him. Yeah?
Okay.
So we've got
I
Booker.
had
we've got
Dame and Rockets at 4, but
Booker and oh wait, so
we all had a different.
yeah, we all had different.
we can come to an agreement quickly.
I think that's what it sounded like.
Okay.
And
And then,
we're really short on time.
what, Dame third?
All right, so we got Booker, then we got Embiid. Number 3. Well, then I
Mitchell or
have to
Dame?
say Mitchell because I had Dame higher than I had Dame higher than Mitchell.
Yeah.
I had Mitchell at second.
So did I.
Wow. So you guys want Mitchell higher than Dame? So
Yep.
I've gone the opposite way to you guys. The minutes killed me. I know it was a harder
Yeah,
game,
yeah.
but I was like, yes,
was a
it's a harder
harder
game, but he played so many more minutes. Of course, you're getting 70 when you play 50 minutes. Anyway, not
it's
really.
not- hello, LeBron James. And,
Yes,
Stephen
okay, it's
Curry
not a
didn't do that
given.
this
It's
game.
not a given, but it's 49.
Should have added
minutes.
Kobe 70 in this, actually.
All right, now, okay, so you guys want, it sounds like you want Dame and then Mitchell, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, and that means I've got Luca as well.
Luka.
Luca's a number 1, yeah, Cheech?
Yeah.
Yeah, Luka's number 1.
With 73 points in 44 minutes, but with the most efficient 70-point game ever, 25 of 33, 8 from 13 from 3, 15 of 16. The biggest knock on this for me was the minutes, but you guys didn't care about that.
No.
And the other biggest knock is the Hawks defense. This game finished up 148 to 143. It's like
That's not an NBA.
you know what I mean? No, but it's
Modern
not.
day.
It's not the modern NBA. When you're playing the Hawks, you know what I mean? Like, but it's the same thing when you play the Spurs. All right.
Pace.
That is, unfortunately, we got to keep moving because this thing's going to run out on Cheech's recording. That's our ranking of these 5 recent 70-point games. All right.
We got 5 minutes.
We got 5 minutes.
Do it.
Let's rank NBA players who wear number 0. Rise, we got to get straight into it.
do
Cheech.
it.
All right, my rankings straight off the bat.
At number 5.
At number 5 is I don't know. I was gonna need to talk to you guys about it.
I got Russell Westbrook.
I had Malik Monk.
Do you have Westbrook in yours at all,
No.
Cheech? No, neither do I. And I've got Monk over Westbrook in my. Yeah, sorry.
I
current-
even wanted to put
Playing
Dante
right now, like
DiVincenzo.
just is this like
It's right now.
right now,
It is
just
right
like
now. It's because
okay, fair. No, that's fair. I get it.
yeah, fuck.
get it, I get
It's
it.
fucked. I had left my 5 blank, and it was out of Jalen Duran or Malik Monk.
Malik Monk, fans, let him know in the comments.
They are gonna kill us. Westbrook
They're
has some
hurting
stands.
Westbrook, like,
Let's
give
go,
him
This is
Malik.
this season's performance, man. This season's performance. Malik Monk all day.
Yeah.
I guess they're both off the bench. And
All right. Now number 4, I've got Maxi. What do we got?
yeah, that's all I got.
Cheech?
Surprisingly.
Lillard.
Nah, you're too
I'm
low.
a hater for him now.
You're too
I'm
low on
disappointed.
Dame.
I need to see some more glow up, but that's fine. Let's
He dropped 70 last year.
yeah, but I'm talking about this season in a vacuum.
I know. Yeah. Oh, well, then, yeah. I can't help you then. But, all right. 2 against 1. We got Maxi at 4. I've got Halliburton at 3.
Dame.
I
I had Hallie.
I've got Dame at 2. What do you got, Cheech?
I got Hallie at 2.
So my whole thing is messed up. I had Kobe White next.
and he had Malik Monk. No, bro.
Malik Monk and
You
Kobe
are
over Westbrook.
you and your this season in a vacuum bullshit. Get out. All right.
Pick a powers.
Tell me who do you want? Tell me who you want higher, Halliburton or Dame? That's the question we need answered.
Oh, I want Halliburton higher. Definitely.
Fuck me. That's crazy.
I had Halliburton at number 1.
Oh, that's crazy,
Wait, where'd
bro.
you? Did he?
All right, so I'm putting Dame at 3.
Wait,
We got to move.
we've both got the same one, as one.
No, yeah. Everyone should have the
But
same
he
one.
didn't have him as one.
Yeah, all right, we'll kill him in a
Yeah,
second.
Hallie.
So Dame goes 3, and then Halliburton goes 2, according to both of everyone.
Yeah.
And Jason Tatum, yeah, number 0. Yeah,
You forgot about him.
No, I put him as third.
third
I
under.
said it's too easy.
Who's second? You got Halliburton 1. Who's
I had
second?
Tyrese Maxey. I said the workload Maxey has to be doing this season
Nah.
is huge.
I'm
No,
close-
it's huge that the workload
lucky
that
you're at
Maxey
home.
is
You're
doing
lucky
this
you're at
season.
home. I'm closing
huge.
your laptop. I am closing your laptop. This
It's
is
good because it's about to close in 1 minute.
this is a disrespect, and I don't even like Tatum or the Celtics. You are fired, bro. That's you're.
I just think the workload Maxey's been putting through, needing to carry these 76ers along with Embiid, is Mercer. Tatum hasn't really needed to show up like that. I know he had
bro.
a huge game last one, but it's ring a rosy for him. We're just waiting for the playoffs.
Bro, that is a hot take.
It's an argument.
I know you're doing the vacuum thing, but
Vacuum.
yeah, okay, this season in a vacuum crap, but
I didn't want to put Tatum in it, but I had to.
But,
And then I had him 4th, then I had him 3rd. I'm like, fuck.
all right, now
just
we've
put him
got literally seconds left. We were gonna do
all time.
all-time number zeros. I'll just tell you, my number 1. There's not many people that wore number zeros. I'll give you some fun, right? My number 1's Russell Westbrook, not Dame.
Yep.
Yeah,
all
yeah.
time. Yes.
I saw some lists online
was
saying that
mine.
Dame is better than Russ.
So was mine.
But for me, it's Westbrook. Have a
we
comment.
go.
Comment quick, Cheech.
Clip in
Comment.
that.
Russell.
Let us
All
know
right.
in the comments.
We'll talk to you. All right, I'm going to stop recording for you, Cheech, but we'll continue the. We'll just end the show. All
All
right.
right, laters. Peace.
All right, you can stay there. Stay there. I need you to stay there actually for it to upload your video. That is our show for today. That is the number zeros rankings.
Yep.
Fuck.
Interesting.
Yeah, no, I'll tell you how I had it perfectly, right? Because it was a bit jumbled. I had Halliburton, Tyrese Maxey, Jason Tatum, Kobe White, Damian Lillard, Malik Monk, Dante DiVincenzo, Russell Westbrook.
I'm so glad that your video is done now.
I can't believe Kobe White made that.
we put the mics on you so you can.
I would have put Miles Bridges over Kobe White.
Yeah, here's the thing about Miles Bridges. I put in there just in case you guys wanted him.
Yep.
I'm never putting Miles Bridges anywhere on any of my rankings.
Off-court antics?
Yes.
Okay,
He
that's
could
fair.
turn into
That's
the best
fair.
player ever, but it would take a mountain for me to.
What if he came to Philly and he was like the guy?
You know what the
for
worst
Tobias
part? You know what
Harris?
the worst part is? On court fit, he would be so.
Yeah, I know.
good.
Him for Tobias Harris, I'm telling you.
But I would be really pissed.
Yeah.
I don't know how anyone can sign him, but anyway, that's for another time. The All-Star reserves are getting announced probably by the time you see this. Rise.
Yep.
Thanks.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Cheech. Yeah, microphone.
Thanks, I'm home.
Yeah, welcome back, Ryan.
That's Cheech. Even though you can't see him anymore, you can hopefully hear that. And that's it for today.
It's a wrap.
All right, we'll talk to you next week.